Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're uncovering the top 5 most valuable and expensive commemorative 50-cent coins from Australia. These aren't just coins you find in your pocket. Some of them are rare treasures that carry powerful history and can bring in big money in today's market. Let's get started. First up, the Australia Day 50-cent coin. Struck to honor the spirit of national pride, unity, and celebration, this coin captured the essence of a nation that treasures its diverse culture, vast landscapes, and the strength of its people. More than just a piece of metal, this coin is a proud symbol of what it means to be Australian. The reverse design, created by renowned designer Vladimir Gottwald, is both creative and deeply symbolic. At its center is a stylized map of Australia, uniquely formed from flowing ribbons. These ribbons weave together images of Australians both young and old, a clever artistic touch that represents the unity of people across generations. It tells a story of a nation bound not only by geography, but by shared values and traditions. The lettering on the reverse further emphasizes its theme of national pride. Encircling the design are the inspiring words, "Celebrate what's great," along with Australia Day, the denomination 50, and the mint mark VG for the designer's initials. This makes the coin not just commemorative, but celebratory, a tribute to a national day that resonates with millions every year. The obverse side features the regal effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Struck with elegance and precision, this portrait was used on all Australian coins of the era, symbolizing continuity with the Commonwealth while balancing the vibrant, modern tone of the reverse design. In terms of specifications, the coin maintains the standard for Australian 50-cent pieces. It is minted in cupronickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters. Its distinctive 12-sided dodecagonal shape ensures that it stands out instantly in the hand or in a collection. For many collectors, this geometric uniqueness has always been one of the defining features of Australian 50-cent coins. When found in very fine circulated condition, as many examples are today, the coin retains its strong design details, though light, where softens the sharpness of the ribbons and lettering. Despite the circulation marks, these pieces still embody the coin's charm, carrying the history of Australia Day celebrations from over a decade ago. The rarity of this coin is not in its mintage, since it was produced in significant numbers for general circulation, but rather in its appeal and preservation. While millions were struck, relatively few have survived in pristine condition. Most circulated heavily, and as a result, uncirculated and proof examples are much harder to acquire. These higher-grade versions are where the real value lies for serious collectors. On the current market, circulated examples in very fine condition generally fetch $1 to $3 Australian, which is already higher than their face value. Coins in excellent or uncirculated condition are often valued between $10 and $20 Australian, while proof issues, released in special collector packaging, can range from $30 to $50 Australian or more. Error coins, such as those with misstrikes or double strikes, are incredibly rare and can command premium prices depending on their uniqueness. The collector demand for this coin remains strong. Themes tied to Australia Day are particularly appealing, as they capture national identity and pride. Unlike generic commemoratives, this coin resonates emotionally, ensuring its popularity continues to grow among both casual collectors and serious numismatists. From an investment perspective, this coin has significant long-term potential. Commemorative issues tied to annual celebrations often increase in value over time, especially as pristine examples disappear into private collections. For collectors who recognize this early, securing high-grade or proof coins was a wise move that continues to pay off as demand rises. The design's visual appeal cannot be overstated. The ribbons forming the map of Australia, along with the proud faces of its people, embody inclusivity, diversity, and unity. It is more than just a coin. It is a reminder of Australia's national spirit, frozen in metal for generations to come. The cultural importance of the 2010 Australia Day coin goes beyond its aesthetic. It serves as a physical reminder of a nation celebrating its achievements, acknowledging its history, and embracing its future. For Australians, holding this coin in their hands was a way of participating in the celebration of their country. Even in very fine circulated condition, the coin retains its charm. The slight softening of details only adds to its character, giving it a lived-in feel that reminds collectors that it was once part of everyday life. Some collectors even prefer circulated examples, as they represent the shared experience of millions of Australians who celebrated Australia Day that year. This coin also exemplifies Australia's tradition of storytelling through coinage. It is part of a broader pattern where the Royal Australian Mint uses commemoratives to keep history, culture, and national pride alive. Each commemorative coin adds to a larger narrative, and the 2010 issue stands out as one of the most heartfelt of its time. Ultimately, the 2010 Australia Day 50-cent coin is more than just currency. It is a miniature work of art, a piece of history, and a symbol of unity. Whether kept in circulated condition, gleaming uncirculated, or as a proof edition, it holds value not only in dollars but in meaning. To conclude, while this coin may not yet make you a millionaire overnight, it represents an opportunity to own a piece of Australia's national spirit. Its growing desirability, its striking design, and its connection to a celebration that unites the entire country make it a treasure worth keeping. As time passes and pristine examples become rarer, the coin's appeal and its market value will only continue to rise, making it one of the most compelling pieces for collectors of Australian commemorative coinage. Next up, the 2001 50-cent coin featuring the kangaroo and emu, two animals that embody the spirit of Australia and proudly stand as guardians of the national coat of arms. The reverse design of this commemorative coin is striking in its simplicity, yet powerful in its symbolism. At its core are the kangaroo and the emu, Australia's most recognized native animals. Together, they represent progress and resilience, as both creatures are unable to walk backward, symbolizing a nation that always looks forward. They are positioned proudly on either side of the shield, which contains the 6 state symbols, encapsulating the unity and diversity of the Commonwealth. This design was intended to celebrate not just 100 years of federation, but the vision of a country that continues to advance. The lettering on the reverse is minimal, ensuring the imagery remains the focus. It reads simply 50 cents, placing emphasis on the value while allowing the powerful design of the kangaroo and emu to dominate the coin's face. Unlike other busy commemoratives, this one balances national pride with elegance, making it instantly recognizable. The obverse side carries the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, which was the standard portrait used at the time. Her presence on the coin reinforces the continuity of Australia's ties with the Commonwealth while complementing the modern, celebratory message of the reverse design. In terms of specifications, the coin follows the standard for Australian 50-cent pieces introduced in 1969. It is struck in cupronickel, with a weight of 15.55 grams and a diameter of 31.51 millimeters. Its 12-sided dodecagonal shape gives it a distinct feel, ensuring that even in circulation it stood apart from other denominations. The unique geometry has always been a hallmark of Australian coinage and adds to its collectible appeal. This coin, in excellent condition, as highlighted here, retains its bold details and sharp lines. The kangaroo and emu figures remain clear and defined. The shield retains its intricate detail, and the lettering stands crisp against the backdrop. Collectors value such coins highly, as condition is one of the greatest determinants of a coin's worth. The rarity of the 2001 kangaroo and emu 50-cent coin lies not in its general mintage, since millions were produced, but in the survival of pristine examples. Circulated coins are relatively common, but uncirculated and proof versions are far scarcer and command strong interest from collectors worldwide. The coin's significance as part of the Federation series makes it a centerpiece of many collections. On the current market, circulated examples are usually worth around $1 to $3 Australian, a small but notable premium above face value. However, coins in excellent, near uncirculated condition can fetch between $10 and $20 Australian, while proof coins, released in presentation cases for collectors, often sell for $40 to $60 Australian or more. Rare errors, such as misstrikes, clipped planchets, or double strikes, can achieve values far beyond these averages, making them prized finds for numismatists. The collector demand for this coin remains steady and strong. Commemoratives tied to national events, such as the Centenary of Federation, are especially sought after, as they mark moments of great historical significance. For many Australians, owning this coin is like holding a piece of their national story, a physical reminder of the unity achieved in 1901 and celebrated in 2001. From an investment standpoint, the kangaroo and emu 50-cent coin has long-term potential. While it may not yet be a millionaire maker, coins in pristine proof condition are only becoming scarcer with time. As demand for Federation Series coins grows among younger collectors, values are expected to steadily climb, particularly for those coins kept in immaculate condition. The design itself plays a major role in its desirability. The kangaroo and emu are timeless icons, and their presence on this commemorative issue only strengthens its national appeal. Unlike designs tied to temporary events, these animals will always resonate as symbols of Australia, ensuring continued collector interest for decades to come. Even coins that circulated heavily carry a certain charm. They passed through countless hands, perhaps exchanged during Australia Day celebrations or kept as souvenirs during the Federation centenary festivities. For some collectors, these worn coins tell stories of real use and national pride, making them no less valuable in sentiment. This coin also serves as a reminder of Australia's rich coinage tradition. The Federation series showcased a variety of designs across different denominations, but the kangaroo and emu coin remains one of the most iconic. It ties together past, present, and future, reminding collectors of both heritage and progress. Another unique appeal of this coin is its ability to connect generations. Older Australians may recall the celebrations of Federation in 2001, while younger collectors discover the coin as a piece of living history. In this way, the 2001 kangaroo and emu 50-cent coin bridges the gap, much like the animals themselves represent forward progress. Ultimately, the 2001 commemorative 50-cent Australian coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a national treasure. With its powerful design, historical significance, and enduring symbolism, it remains a coin that excites collectors and inspires Australians alike. Whether in circulated, excellent, or proof condition, it represents a legacy of unity and pride. This coin might not immediately make you a millionaire, but it is undoubtedly one of the most valuable investments in Australian numismatics. Its place in history, combined with its limited high-grade survival, ensures it will only grow in desirability. For those who hold it, whether as a keepsake or an investment, the kangaroo and emu 50-cent coin is a reminder that true value lies not only in dollars, but in the proud story it tells of Australia's journey as a united nation. Next up, in 2003, Australia issued a very special 50-cent commemorative coin to pay tribute to one of the most selfless and powerful forces within society, its volunteers. This coin was not just a piece of currency. It was a public acknowledgement of the millions of Australians who dedicate their time and energy to helping others. Whether through community work, emergency services, charities, or grassroots organizations, volunteers are the backbone of national spirit. And this coin captures that gratitude in a design that is both symbolic and historic. The reverse design of the 2003 coin is strikingly different from many other Australian commemoratives. Created by Vladimir Gottwald, it places the value 50 at the very center, but surrounding it is a bold circular band filled with stylized human figures representing different volunteer activities. These silhouettes represent unity, diversity, and service, symbolizing the wide range of people who contribute their time and effort to improve their communities. The lettering "Australia's Volunteers" proudly frames the coin, ensuring that the message of recognition is clear and timeless. The script is in Latin lettering, keeping consistent with Australian coinage standards. Around the border, the clean design allows the circular representation of volunteer work to dominate, with each symbol reminding Australians that service comes in many forms: caregiving, mentoring, organizing, and supporting those in need. This was a coin designed not just to circulate, but to inspire. On the obverse side, as with all Australian coins at the time, sits the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley. His portrait of the Queen, introduced in 1999, is sharper, more realistic, and mature than earlier effigies, making it a fitting companion to the modern, purpose-driven reverse design. Together, they represent both continuity and change, respect for tradition alongside recognition of contemporary contributions. From a specification standpoint, the 2003 50-cent coin follows the standard format used since 1969. It is a 12-sided dodecagonal coin, struck in cupronickel, weighing 15.55 grams, with a diameter of 31.51 millimeters. Its substantial size and weight give it a presence in the hand, while its unique shape ensures it is easily recognizable even among everyday change. The example highlighted here is in excellent condition, which significantly enhances its desirability. In such condition, the fine details of the volunteer silhouettes remain clear, the lettering is sharp, and the reflective surfaces of the coin retain much of their original luster. This makes it stand out from the countless circulated examples that often show dullness, scratches, or wear from years of handling. The rarity of the 2003 Volunteer 50-cent coin lies not in its overall mintage, since millions were produced for circulation, but in the number of coins that survive in high grades like this one. Circulated examples are fairly easy to find, but pristine coins or uncirculated proof issues are far scarcer, especially as collectors increasingly seek them out for complete sets of Australian commemoratives. When it comes to the current market value, circulated coins usually fetch between $1 and $3 Australian, depending on where. However, coins in excellent condition such as this one are worth notably more, often ranging from $8 to $15 Australian, while proof versions issued in mint sets can command $30 to $50 Australian or higher, particularly when housed in their original presentation packaging. Rare mint errors, such as double strikes, misaligned dies, or clipped planchets, can propel prices far beyond these averages, sometimes into the hundreds of dollars. The collector demand for this coin is strong because it carries both numismatic and emotional value. Collectors who build complete sets of Australian 50-cent commemoratives view this coin as essential, while others cherish it as a tribute to volunteerism. For Australians personally involved in volunteer activities, the coin takes on even greater sentimental significance. From an investment perspective, this coin has potential for growth. Its theme, volunteerism, is timeless, and as years pass, fewer pristine examples will remain in circulation. This makes well-preserved coins increasingly attractive to future collectors, especially as interest in modern Australian commemoratives continues to grow. Over the next decade, the value of coins in excellent or uncirculated condition is expected to rise steadily. The design itself makes it stand out in the history of Australian coinage. Unlike coins that focus on historical figures or events, this one celebrates everyday people. It honors the contributions of ordinary Australians, and that makes it a coin with universal resonance. It is not tied to a single date or event, but to the enduring spirit of giving and community service. Even circulated coins have a unique story. They pass through the hands of everyday Australians, perhaps donated during charity drives, collected at fundraisers, or spent during community events. Each coin, whether pristine or worn, becomes a tiny token of the volunteer spirit it was created to honor. The 2003 Volunteer 50-cent coin also highlights the innovation of the Royal Australian Mint in creating designs that reflect national identity. By celebrating volunteers, the Mint did more than produce a coin. It sparked conversations about the importance of giving back to society and left behind a permanent tribute to selflessness. As part of a larger series of commemorative issues, this coin holds its own unique place. It is a reminder that Australia's coinage does not only celebrate leaders, explorers, or major political events, but also values the everyday contributions that shape the nation. That inclusivity makes the coin appealing not just to numismatists, but to Australians of all walks of life. Ultimately, the 2003 commemorative 50-cent volunteer coin is a treasure that goes beyond its face value. It is history, art, recognition, and currency all in one. For collectors, it is an indispensable piece. For investors, it is a coin with promising potential. And for Australians, it is a proud reminder of the nation's community spirit. While this coin may not instantly make you a millionaire, its true value lies in its story and symbolism. Its market price is climbing steadily, and for those who hold on to excellent or proof condition examples, the future could be very rewarding. More importantly, it is a coin that connects generations, reminding us that the spirit of volunteering is as valuable as gold. And this 2003 50-cent coin ensures that spirit is forever enshrined in Australia's rich numismatic history. Next up, the year 1978 may seem like just another chapter in the story of Australian currency, but the 50-cent coin minted in that year is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. While it may appear as an ordinary circulation coin at first glance, it has its own unique story, rarity factors, and collector demand that make it far more valuable than its face value might suggest. When held in the hand, the coin reflects both the traditions of Australia's decimal currency and the evolving fascination of collectors worldwide. The reverse design of the 1978 50-cent coin was created by Stuart Devlin, the brilliant designer behind many of Australia's most iconic decimal coin motifs. His intricate design showcases the Australian coat of arms, which features a kangaroo on the left and an emu on the right, standing proudly beside the shield that bears the emblems of Australia's 6 states. Above the shield rests the 7-pointed Commonwealth Star, a unifying symbol of the Federation. This powerful image is deeply symbolic, representing both unity and national pride, and it has remained one of the most enduring images on Australia's currency. On the obverse side, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machin. Introduced in 1966 and used until 1984, this elegant effigy depicts the young queen wearing a tiara. For many Australians, this portrait holds nostalgia as it marked the early years of decimal coinage and remains one of the most iconic images of the Queen on Australian coins. Together, the obverse and reverse capture both tradition and strength, with designs that continue to resonate even decades later. The coin is notable for its shape and specifications. Like all 50-cent pieces minted after 1969, the 1978 coin is a 12-sided dodecagonal coin, making it instantly recognizable by touch. Struck in cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, it has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters and a weight of 15.55 grams. These specifications give the coin a distinctive feel compared to other denominations, and its size has made it one of the most recognizable and collectible coins in the Australian series. The example described here is in black circulated condition, which indicates it has seen significant use over the decades, likely darkening due to oxidation, environmental exposure, or long-term handling. While black toning or discoloration may not be visually appealing to all collectors, such coins carry their own charm. Each mark, scratch, and discoloration tells a story of the coin's journey across 4 decades of Australian history. When examining the rarity of the 1978 50-cent coin, it's important to note that it was minted in relatively large numbers. Over 25 million pieces were struck that year. This makes it far from the rarest of Australian coins in terms of mintage. However, survival in excellent or uncirculated condition is far scarcer. Black circulated examples are common, but pristine examples with full mint luster are much harder to come by and are the true gems for collectors. The current market value of a 1978 50-cent coin depends heavily on condition. In circulated states, like the blackened example here, the coin's value typically ranges between 50 cents and $2, mostly for its collectible interest rather than rarity. However, coins in extra fine or uncirculated condition can sell for between $10 and $20, and proof strikes or exceptional examples can bring even higher prices in auctions or private sales. Rare mint errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets, can push prices into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors are particularly drawn to this coin because of its place in history. The late 1970s marked a period when Australians were becoming increasingly engaged with commemorative issues, but the standard circulation coins like the 1978 50-cent piece still carried national pride and everyday significance. Owning such a coin is like holding a small piece of Australia's journey through the latter part of the 20th century. From a demand perspective, circulated examples of the 1978 coin may not generate massive bidding wars, but collectors looking to complete year sets of Australian coins always require them. In higher grades, they become much more desirable, especially among those who build full runs of 50-cent coins from 1969 onwards. As time passes and more circulated coins are lost or damaged, surviving quality pieces will naturally gain in value. The investment potential lies not in the sheer number minted, but in the gradual scarcity of high-grade specimens. As collectors continue to refine their collections, demand for sharp, clean examples of the 1978 coin will increase. For those who stumble across proof issues or rare varieties, the potential for significant profit is very real. While the coin itself won't instantly make you a millionaire, it serves as a stepping stone into the lucrative world of numismatics, where even ordinary-looking coins can hide extraordinary value. What makes this coin particularly engaging is its symbolism. The coat of arms is not just a design. It's a representation of unity, resilience, and progress. The kangaroo and emu, both native to Australia, cannot walk backward easily, symbolizing forward movement. Collectors see this not only as an emblem of the nation, but also as an emblem of perseverance, values that resonate deeply. The black circulated condition adds a sense of mystery and character to the coin. Unlike mint-state coins that gleam, blackened coins carry the weight of use, perhaps having passed through thousands of hands, spent in shops, donated to causes, or saved in jars across decades. This makes each coin unique, a silent witness to history. As more collectors turn their attention to decimal coins, the 1978 50-cent coin continues to grow in recognition. While once overlooked as a common issue, it is now appreciated as a key part of the larger narrative of Australian numismatics. For newer collectors, it's an affordable entry point, while for seasoned numismatists, high-grade specimens remain important treasures. The long-term demand outlook is positive. As Australia continues to modernize its currency, older coins like this become increasingly symbolic of another era. Future collectors may pay a premium for coins that capture the essence of the late 20th century, making this 1978 coin a sleeper investment for those with foresight. In conclusion, the 1978 Australian 50-cent coin in black circulated condition is much more than pocket change. It's history in your hand, with design, symbolism, and cultural weight that transcends its face value. For collectors, it's a piece of the puzzle in completing a series. For investors, it's a coin with potential growth. And for Australians, it's a nostalgic reminder of a time long past. Whether you view it as currency, a collectible, or a keepsake, the 1978 50-cent piece is proof that even the most ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary stories. Next up, the year 1971 marked a period when Australia's decimal currency was still fresh in the minds of the public, having been introduced only 5 years earlier in 1966. Among the coins circulating during this time was the 50-cent piece, a coin that stood out not only because of its unique shape, but also because of its size and striking design. While many Australians passed it around in their everyday lives, collectors today look at the 1971 issue with fresh eyes, recognizing its role in the evolution of Australian coinage. The reverse design of the 1971 50-cent coin is one of the most enduring and recognizable in the history of Australian currency. Created by master designer Stuart Devlin, it features the Australian coat of arms. This design proudly displays the kangaroo and emu, native animals chosen for their symbolism of forward movement, standing beside the Commonwealth shield that bears the emblems of Australia's 6 states. Atop the shield sits the Commonwealth star, a reminder of Australia's unity as a nation. This intricate design is timeless, embodying both national pride and artistic brilliance. On the obverse side, the coin bears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait shows the young queen wearing a tiara and was widely used across many Commonwealth nations during this era. For Australians, the Machin portrait evokes memories of the early years of decimalisation, when coins carried a new look, breaking away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. Together, both sides of the 1971 coin reflect a balance of heritage and modernization. The coin is notable for its specifications. Struck in cupronickel, 75% copper and 25% nickel, it weighs 15.55 grams and has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters. Unlike many other coins around the world, The Australian 50-cent piece is 12-sided dodecagonal, a design choice that makes it instantly recognizable even by touch. This unique feature has made it one of the most iconic and practical coins in Australian coinage. The 1971 coin in circulated condition tells a story of decades of use. Its once bright silver-like shine is now dulled, with scratches, wear, and sometimes even a darker tone that shows the passage of time. These signs of circulation might lower its appeal to investors seeking pristine coins, but they give each piece character, showing the journeys it has taken through countless hands in Australia's economy. In terms of rarity, the 1971 50-cent coin was minted in significant numbers, with more than 21 million coins struck. This means that as a general issue, it was not rare at the time. However, as decades have passed, high-grade examples have become increasingly harder to find. Circulated examples are common, but coins that have been preserved in uncirculated or near-uncirculated condition are now much more scarce and therefore valuable. The market value of a 1971 coin depends heavily on its condition. Circulated examples, such as the one described here, typically hold a value close to their face value, usually between 50 cents and $2 for collectors who simply wish to complete year sets. However, when found in extremely fine or uncirculated condition, the value rises significantly, with prices ranging from $10 to $25 or more. Rare mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center mintings, or clipped planchets, can fetch even higher prices, sometimes reaching hundreds of dollars at auction. Collectors are drawn to the 1971 50-cent coin because it represents a key era in Australian numismatics. It is part of the first decade of decimal coinage, a period that has gained legendary status among collectors for its transformative role in Australia's monetary history. Coins from the 1970s are now over half a century old, making them appealing not only for their design, but also for their growing age and historical importance. One of the most captivating aspects of this coin is its design symbolism. The kangaroo and emu, both unable to walk backward easily, symbolize progress and forward momentum. Paired with the coat of arms, the design stands as a message of unity and resilience. Collectors and historians alike see it not just as money, but as a cultural artifact that captures Australia's spirit in metal. Even though circulated 1971 coins may not seem particularly valuable, their investment potential lies in scarcity over time. As the years pass, more and more of these coins are lost, damaged, or discarded. Those that remain, especially in higher grades, will only grow in value. For collectors, this makes them a smart addition to any portfolio, particularly if they can secure uncirculated or proof examples. For Australians, the coin also carries nostalgia. Many people who grew up in the 1970s and 1980s remember handling this coin daily, using it for everything from buying sweets to paying bills. Today, holding one in your hand is like holding a small piece of everyday Australian life from half a century ago. That emotional connection adds an extra layer of value beyond dollars and cents. Demand for this coin continues to be strong among collectors both in Australia and internationally. As Australia moves further into the digital age of payments, physical coins take on greater symbolic importance. Owning a 1971 50-cent coin is like preserving a tangible piece of history that tells the story of an era when coins were central to daily life. The coin's black circulated and worn examples may not seem like treasures at first glance, but to a numismatist, even these hold stories worth cherishing. Some collectors prize toned or heavily circulated coins for their character, knowing they have passed through decades of use. Others see them as starter pieces, building toward a more refined collection. Over time, the 1971 50-cent coin will continue to cement its place as a collectible. It may not immediately make you a millionaire, but it could very well serve as a stepping stone into the fascinating world of numismatics, where small finds can lead to massive discoveries. The hunt for errors, pristine examples, and unique varieties often leads collectors to coins like this one, which can become the spark of a lifelong passion. In conclusion, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin in circulated condition is far more than its face value suggests. It carries the weight of history, the artistry of Stuart Devlin, and the legacy of Australia's early decimal coinage. Whether kept as a simple keepsake, a collector's item, or a potential investment. It embodies the charm and intrigue that makes coin collecting such a rewarding pursuit.